Okay, so we're gonna switch gears now and we're gonna talk lunches and snacks and stuff. There's a lot of crossover things, like we've talked about our eggs and the breakfasts. Our kids will devour egg sandwiches. Now, when you consider the eggs didn't really cost us much of anything because we have the chickens,
And the bread didn't
and
really
and this costs us maybe 30 cents for per big loaf. An egg sandwich is, it's like a zero-sum game.
Right.
It doesn't really cost you much at all.
Right.
And they'll have, they'll put 2 eggs on a sandwich, and then that's pretty much lunch.
Right.
They might have some extras, and this is one of our favorite goodies. This right here.
Cherry tomatoes.
Look at those.
Those are so good.
They are ridiculous. They are like candy coming out of the garden.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, is that our kids know that if they want a snack, there's a lot of different options that they're allowed to go and snack on.
Yep.
That's not, hey, I'm going to grab,
a granola bar.
a granola bar.
Or a big bag of chips.
Or here's the Cheetos. Or no,
Right.
Even our little one who just turned 5, she knows that she's allowed to go out in the garden
and eat as many
and
of
she'll
those
just
as she
sit there
wants.
and bang, 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 bang.
Till she's full.
Yeah. And they know that. And there's always during the summer, of course,
Yeah.
there's always something for them to go and pick at, and they love it.
Right.
And so that costs us pretty much nothing also.
Yeah. Right. Refrigerator pickles.
And canned pickles.
And canned pickles. These are a huge savings for us. Since we grow our own pickles,
It's just spices.
it's spices and vinegar and water. Well, not water, but just vinegar.
So how much would a jar of pickles like this be? $2?
Yeah. Yeah.
$2?
I think so. Yeah.
By the way, we were in the deli section the other day, and there is, I think it's like, did you see those really expensive pickles? It was like a regular size jar, size jar, $9.
What?
Yeah, they were like some pickles from New York. It was like McCluskey or McClure.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, and I was like,
Nine?
what?
No. Even if we didn't grow our own pickles, farmers markets, even the grocery
It's
store
still
will
cheaper.
sell pickling cucumbers, and it's still a ton cheaper.
So realistically, this probably cost us a dime.
Yeah. And so the kids will come in and literally they'll eat this entire jar for lunch.
And it doesn't bother us.
I'm okay with that. This is great. This is very good for them.
Very low calories.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Now, she makes sweet pickles. She makes dill pickles. She makes refrigerator pickles, bread and butter pickles.
Yep.
And it's just a great thing. I mean, it doesn't cost. Well, she already said, if you don't have access to a garden, it's still cheaper to go buy the pickling cucumbers.
It is. It really is. It takes you a little bit of time. The bread and butter pickles, the refrigerator ones, they're super simple, and they don't require knowledge of how to can or anything like that. They stay in your refrigerator for a couple of months, and well, for us, they'll be gone in a few weeks. So
now going back quickly, because I think we may have split this into 2 different videos just because of time.
Right.
But for those of you who may have not seen video 1, we're talking about how we feed 9 people on $300 a month. And $278, guys.
Yeah.
Here's the receipt.
it can be done. It really can be done for a large family.
But again, it's because we grow a lot, we do a lot, and it really doesn't take as much effort as a lot of people think.
No.
It really doesn't. Now, other lunches, and this is something we actually want to get.
Yeah.
Kitchen gadgets that's one of her guilty pleasures.
I have a weakness for kitchen gadgets. I have way too many. Let's just say that.
But when we find a kitchen gadget that we like, it does get used. And, we found at a church rummage sale 4 years ago.
Yeah.
We found this thing that was old, and it was like, have you ever seen an apple peeler corer where you stick the apple on there and it spins it around and it goes like that? Well, those are cool, but it takes the whole core out of the center.
It takes about that much out of the center.
And we found this device that what you do is you stick a potato on there, and it makes this fluoretted, wafer thin.
Yeah, and it doesn't. There's no waste to it at all. It just.
And what you do with it, oh my gosh, if you are in touch with your inner chubby guy like I am, this could send you into shock.
Yeah, and he'll put a link to it up in the corner somewhere.
We make these beautiful floretted, we call them
potato flowers.
deep fried. You stick this thing down into your deep fryer, and it comes out like this big, pull it apart.
Golden brown.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
and you can do them salty, you can do them sweet,
Yep.
anything you want. Cheddar.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. And
Yum.
yeah.
You're making me hungry.
I know,
We'll
but
do that for dinner.
But that's this device that we wanted, and we just found that some company has been making one. They're called like a spiralizer or a veggetti. And we're going to put, excuse me, a link down below to show you what they are. So if you want to see one or you want to get one, there's an Amazon link down below.
Yeah.
But
We'll
you
be
can
ordering
take
ours later.
you can take one of these guys or one of these guys, and you can make spaghetti with it.
I can't wait.
And I'm excited about that. You stick that thing on there, and it makes it literally like a linguine-sized spaghetti. And you could cook this up in any number of ways.
You could even saute it in a little bit of butter, and instead of boiling out all of the vegetables
There's no
or
reason
all
to
of
do
the
that.
vitamins.
Hit it with a little Parmesan cheese. And for us, that meal, or even if you just put some tomatoes on the top of it, a little bit of,
That's what we're having for dinner.
well, I guess I'm going to go buy a spiralizer.
No, we got to order it. The one we wanted was we gotta order it.
Yeah, but you can take, now this cost us effort.
Yeah, we just planted a couple of seeds in the ground
And for us,
Bam.
squash and zucchini, those are things that don't take any effort at all. They just go.
if you're just starting a garden, put those in.
Easy.
It's 50 days to get a harvest from the time you put seeds in.
Now this one's too big.
This one we're going to save for seeds.
We'll save this for seeds. But what we'll do with this, now this is delightful. We will take this a little bit smaller because you don't want the hard outer thing. But you can go ahead and cut it into, say, inch slices.
Yeah.
Little bit of olive oil, little bit of salt, little bit of pepper on the grill.
Delightful.
Just get it to where it's just softening up nice. Plate it up with some Parmesan cheese.
Delightful.
And that's like a 5-star restaurant side, guys.
Yeah.
So good.
Way better.
But this, once again, just going back, this is a lunch for us that, this is like 2 pounds of food that's way better for you than spaghetti.
Yep.
Throw some tomatoes on. You're talking a healthy lunch that costs
Nothing.
Yeah. Snacks and stuff. Okay. Lunches and snacks. Once again, we're going back to the bread, sandwiches. We do buy peanut butter. But the peanut butter we buy, that is one of our more expensive things just because we buy the natural.
Well, okay. Actually, Kroger has their natural brand where it's just peanuts and salt, and generally it's on sale for about $1.50. Sometimes it's $1.80.
That is like this size, though.
It's 16 ounces of peanut butter, but that will last. If everybody's having peanut butter and jelly for every day, that lasts a week.
But they don't have it every day.
No, they don't.
But, just to give you an idea of what it costs. Now, another lunch idea that is cheap. The kids love it, love it, love it. Grab those. Quesadillas.
Yep.
Once again, we're going to end up making our own tortillas, and that's going to save us a lot of money. But you can get a can of refried beans, cut up a little bit of onion, just a little bit of cheese. Everybody's happy. Everybody's full. It's a good, cheap lunch.
Yep. You can also make them pizza style.
Tell them about that.
Well, you can put a little bit of spaghetti sauce on there, a little, if you have pepperoni, put some pepperoni on there and some mozzarella cheese. Cook it like you're cooking a quesadilla, and you got a pizzadilla.
Pizzadilla. One of my favorite things during summer is either cucumber or tomato sandwiches. If you don't know, this is delightful. A cucumber sandwich, guys. All it is,
A little bit of mayonnaise.
you get them nice, cut them wafer thin. You're gonna mayonnaise up that bread. You're gonna layer these on there to a good thickness.
Oh yeah. A
little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, done. That is so good, and there's nothing quite like it. And when you consider this Didn't cost us anything. Again, it's effort.
Yeah.
Effort in the garden. The bread cost us 30 cents. So we can literally, with 2 cucumbers and a loaf of
Everybody
bread,
can have sandwiches.
everybody eats a nice big sandwich.
Alabama white sauce.
Oh, that's another thing. So a snack, healthy snack, doesn't cost you anything. We made a video the other day on 2 different barbecue sauces that a friend of ours from church, Josh, he's barbecue genius, and evil genius, because you want to keep eating it. He shared with us a recipe for what's called Alabama white sauce, and it's like it's mayonnaise, and then there's some peppers in there.
A little bit of vinegar.
It's just so good.
I can't remember. Sorry.
But it's a great dipping sauce that you can cut up, you know, cucumbers, tomatoes, any old thing that floats your boat.
Yep.
You can use it as a condiment on your bread, and that is silly. If you want to have sandwiches,
yeah.
that is just plain silly. And so, snacks, guys, snack out of the garden. That's how we save so much money. The kids, they like it.
Yeah. They'll just go and grab it. I mean, I've seen them picking cucumbers off the vine and just
They just eat them. They're just out in the yard having fun or whatever, playing.
Yeah.
And they'll run into the garden, snack time.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be.
Fine.
I have not ever seen anybody chewing on one of the red onions like an apple yet, but that would be... Actually, though, this is a funny story. Last year, Ruthie, who was 4 at the time, tell him.
Ruth and...
She comes in crying.
A friend of ours that we watched during the summer, Cameron, they were out in the garden and they found some
what they
really pretty...
They thought
were cherry tomatoes.
Whoops.
They were just longer cherry tomatoes.
They're a little bit longer.
Yeah. No, those turned out to be jalapenos.
They're crying.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, these tomatoes are bad.
Yeah, no, those are peppers, dear.
That was a lesson in this is a pepper plant. This is a tomato plant.
They now ask, where are the tomato plants?
And they know. But snacks, guys. Now, for those of you who are out there going, my child will not eat healthy snacks. It's a process.
It is a process. And it's a process that you have to really start when they're little.
But even still, even if they're a little bit older, you can segue out. We still have potato chips in the house.
Yeah.
We still have pretzels in the house. But
we buy plain potato chips. We don't buy the flavored chips because there's a lot of MSG and a lot of salt.
Right. So. And the thing is this, if you look at regular old potato chips, and I'm not going to fight the argument on what's GMO and what's not, because we don't want GMOs in our food at all.
No.
And the fact that they don't label them drives me insane. And the fact that our government is going, la, 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 we don't care about the will of the people. We're not going to label GMOs because these big companies are making everything kind of work for us.
Right.
I hate it.
Right.
But if you're going to buy snacks that are like salty snacks or whatever like that, consider just plain chips.
Yeah.
Because you're talking potato, oil, salt.
Right.
Pretzels.
And pretzels, it's
dough,
wheat,
salt.
and salt. It's not, there's not a lot of, I think there's sugar in there too, but still it's
very small.
Very small amount,
And you can get them without salt. If you want to do the low sodium thing or the no sodium thing, you can do that.
Yep.
And what's even better than that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're waiting. I hope you're excited. This is one of my favorite snacks ever, and actually this snack from time to time becomes a meal, and that's homemade soft pretzels.
Oh, for crying out loud, yeah.
Hallelujah. Yeah. It's crazy, and I know you're supposed to keep your bread intake down, and we don't do this very often. Honestly, it's probably maybe once every 8 months or something. I'll be like, I want soft pretzels.
Right. A couple times a year we'll make them, and then...
And it'll just be... We keep making them until everybody's done.
Right. And they'll put butter and cinnamon sugar or salt, mustard. Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah.
And I guess the encouragement, guys, gals, everybody, you don't need a ton of money to feed your family. Don't listen to the lie of big commercial food. the boxes and all the stuff that they're spending, all this money they're spending to make you think that you can't do it. That's what they want you to think.
Right. No, it can be done.
Cream cheese, you know, and I realize that not everybody can live a life where they say, well, sure, she's a stay-at-home mom, and you have all the time in the world. Trust me when I say no. But one thing I have learned is that everybody can budget their time a little better. You can, honestly, figure out how you can spend 10 minutes in a garden a day. I mean, this is honestly 2 pounds of tomatoes.
I'm showing great restraint not eating them.
I know. And I was telling her, don't eat them on the camera.
I absolutely love fresh tomatoes.
Well, and those lifeless pink orbs that they sell at the store for $2 a pound or more, $2 a pound.
I would rather go without tomatoes during the wintertime than buy those. We really don't buy tomatoes during the winter.
It's horrible. We hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, another great lunch idea. And this may take some getting used to for your kids, but once they get a good tomato,
they'll never go back.
Oh my gosh, caprese salad. If you don't know what caprese salad is, it's a nice, thick cut of tomato, fresh.
Yep.
And then you put a little bit of olive oil on. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting them wrong.
Balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar, maybe a little bit of spices, salt, pepper, whatever you like, and some mozzarella. Oh my gracious.
It's really delicious. And you know, you can make it, you can cut these in half and have little pieces of, you know, little
make like a salad.
And make a salad. You could put this over lettuce.
Noodles.
Zucchini noodles.
All
right, put the zucchini away.
Yeah, somebody's going to get hurt. So the encouragement is you can eat healthier. You don't have to spend a ton of money.
Right.
And doggone it, you guys can do this. You can do this. So anyway, I think that'll be it for today.
Yep.
So we will do more of these videos in the future because literally we just sat down and we were like, there's a lot of people that are asking about the breakfast and lunches and the snacks.
Right.
Let's do this. And we'll probably make another video in the future, a little more organized and have more stuff out to show you. This is not everything we do. This is just, okay, let's do this. And we just grabbed a bunch of stuff from, you know, what's literally on our counter. So anyway, I hope this is an encouragement to you, and I hope that you can, you know, take a baby step.
Yeah.
You say, I can't do this because I
Start with one thing. Don't jump all in. Start with one thing. If it's making bread, start with that. If it's breakfast burritos, start with that. You know what we do? We'll make up a bunch of these and throw them in the freezer. We'll wrap individually in plastic wrap and freeze them, and then we throw them in the oven. You know, a little bit before breakfast.
And that's even a great lunch. That's even a great dinner.
Yeah.
Because you know, I mean, for us when we make them, fortunately for us, we have the chickens.
Yeah.
So we'll make up 4 dozen eggs of scrambled eggs. You dice up some ham so that everybody gets a little bit of the meat in there. Yep. Onion and a little bit of cheddar.
Green chilies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap. Doesn't cost you much at all, and it's delicious.
And they're way better than those dollar ones from McDonald's.
Sorry. Anyway, I think that should probably be it.
Yeah, I think so. On that note.
So, I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
And save some money. Eat better, guys.
Yeah.
Plan it out. You can really save a ton. Yep. Anyway, you guys have an amazing day.